In this video, I want to talk to you about the pain of discipline now is better than the pain of regret later. This is a very famous Jim Rohn quote, and I love this quote. It's fantastic. If you think about it, the pain of discipline now is better than the pain of regret later. Now, most people want instant gratification. Look at the world that we live in right now. Everyone expects everything within a few seconds. They want instant gratification, but that doesn't last long, and it certainly doesn't lead to long-term gratification. So another way to put this would be short-term pain for long-term gain. So if you just focus now and stay determined on the result that you want to achieve, rather than keep getting distracted and going for quick fixes, quick dopamine fixes, quick endorphin fixes. You know, this could be anything. This could be something like a chocolate addiction, or it could be, you know, you're addicted to scrolling through social media and never actually giving yourself the time to focus exactly on what you're trying to achieve. So don't keep wasting time and don't keep putting things off. You know, the mañana syndrome, the Spanish saying, putting things off and off and off. Stop putting things off. You just have to stop that. That becomes a behavior, that becomes a pattern, and that becomes ultimately a pattern that doesn't serve you. So you need to stop putting things off. You need to start getting focused and form new habits to stop you getting distracted. Now, what you can start doing is start getting up earlier. You can start doing more exercise. You should make a new plan of a day. Now, this might not match who you are at the moment. That's fine, because you're going to change who you are at the moment. But this whole process is a process of transformation. So you can't expect everything just to suddenly change. But what you can do is start to implement little changes every single day. And what you want to start to do is to measure exactly how much progress you're making towards your goal or your objective every single day. So you must measure every single day. And give yourself a score. Give yourself a score out of 10. Was I a 7 today? Was I an 8? I do this, and I'm very hard on myself. Even if I've done everything that I was trying to achieve, I'll say, it was good, but it wasn't, you know, a straight A. It wasn't a 10 out of 10. But you must measure what you're doing, because if you are frustrated where you are now, it is incredibly likely that you are just in the wrong habit formation, and you do not have the belief that you need to have. You need to have a belief to break this cycle that you're going around in. And you may find, like I did, as I was getting older and older, I started to realize I don't want to be in this cycle anymore, and I want to break this pattern. So I had to start forming new habits, because I didn't want the pain of regret later. I wanted to make sure I had, like Jim Rohn said, the pain of discipline now, so that I could form those new habits. The other thing is, there's another book that I was reading as well recently called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in that book, it talks about people just reacting all the time to life. So they're just in a very reactive state. So things just happen to them, basically. You know, mud is just thrown at them and they just stand there, to use a metaphor, and they just, you know, take the flak. Whereas entrepreneurs and people that see the world differently, and high achievers, they are in this state where they can anticipate what is going to happen. So they're always looking forward. They're looking forward a few weeks' time. I know this is going to happen. I know I'm going to get this bill. I know I need to be prepared for that. I know that this particular time that I need to use to create my product or my service, because in 4 months' time, I don't want to be in the same situation. So entrepreneurs and successful business people are always thinking ahead, whereas most people are reacting on a 30-day cycle, because they get paid every 30 days, and 30 days is how society has created that time span. You know, you're going to get paid in 30 days, then you're going to have the pressure of these bills again in 30 days. So what you need to do is you need to be proactive and not reactive. So proactive and not reactive. Sooner you get proactive, you can anticipate stuff. You can start putting plans in place, and you can start measuring every single day. How much closer am I getting? How much closer did I get further today? What do I need to do? What do I need to cut out? All these types of things. So the main thing from this video is the pain of discipline is better than the pain of regret later. The second thing is, don't be in a reactive state. Be in a proactive state, in anticipation. So, hope you enjoyed that and you got tons of value from it, and I'll speak to you in the next video.